Hello everyone and welcome to the third real episode of Let's Play History. This is a rather short but interesting one. As you can see, we are just entering the Theatre Royal, which is in use to this day. So let's take our coat with us and enter the theatre's main hall, the auditorium.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
There are no tickets, no popcorn to carry with you, so it seems quite comfortable.
Good evening, sir.
The lights are dim, but there are lights, as it was at that time. As he is a very polite gentleman, Mr. Kenway begs for excuses just to reach who seems to be a friend of his, Reginald Birch. There is no real-life information about him, so let's just focus on what he's saying in the game.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Eagle Vision, our good old fellow. And the target in gold.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
So there's a job to be done, and Hatham Kenway seems to be the one to do it. Very gently again, Sir Kenway finds his way out of the role.
Sorry. My apologies.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to him.
Alright, so there's not much to say about Reginald Birch, since he is no real-life character, as I said. But there is quite a story behind the theatre we're in right now. The Royal Opera House was opened in 1732 after John Rich, the actor-manager at another playhouse, had introduced John Gay's The Beggar's Opera there. Since the people were able to understand the language and thus identify with the characters of The Beggar's Opera, they could also relate to its contents, which were a satire of Italian operas, which were very popular at the time, as well as politics, injustice and poverty. And they liked it. So after it had been such a great success at the Lincoln's Inn Fields Theatre, starting in 1728, only 4 years later John Rich built his own theatre, the Theatre Royal that we're in. And in fact, The Beggar's Opera stayed very popular or had several revivals, as you can also see in the game. After it was destroyed by a fire in 1808, the Theatre Royal, after that being called Covent Garden, was rebuilt after a year again. After almost 50 years, the theatre burnt down again and reopened in 1858, named the Royal Opera House, as it is today. Alright, I'll leave you with the rest of the database entry. Thanks a lot for watching and see you later.